Welcome to Sports Trivia. My name is Ramadan Salim. Guys, last weekend tulikuwa na mgeni na leo tena tumeweza kumleta. Some of you wanamjua, some of you hawamjui, but last weekend tulikuwa naye hapa. Atajiintroduce tu tena ndio wenye wasio mfahamu wamfahamu.
Okay, my name is Elvis. I'm a professional coach. Coach Elvis, that's how people call me.
Yeah, Coach Elvo, nakumbuka last weekend tulikuwa na wewe hapa and kulikuwa na final ya Chelsea against PSG. Na nakumbuka ukisema hakuna mkate ngumu kwa chai.
Nikwambia utapigwa.
Lakini what I know, mpira udunda.
No, mpira idundi. That was football, and I told you right from the beginning it was gonna happen that way, and it did. Ilifanyika hivyo.
Yeah.
Chelsea were prepared for it. PSG were prepared for it, but I think they had too much confidence. The social media, all that kind of pressure. But you know, I told you that the kind of players that Chelsea have right now, they are young, very energetic, and they want to win titles. They want to make that headline. You understand? Which I wasn't expecting it to be easy, but it was easy.
Hata mimi nilikuwa najua itakuwa hard because I remember PSG ikicheza na Real Madrid waliweza kupiga Real wakawatoa, and then wakaenda finali na Chelsea.
Na nilikwambia si hata hiyo Real tulikuwa tumepiga some years ago, PSG tulikuwa tunapiga. So when I was telling you
lakini Real imewazoea.
No, si ati imetuzoea. Football is evolving, right? And pale kitu tuliona, it wasn't even about the players.
Ama unasema
game ya Chelsea na PSG, it wasn't about even the players. It was about the coaches.
Mbona wanasema Waluya vindu vijenjanga? Ni vindu vijenjanga ama ni vindu vijenjanga? Vitu change.
So what happened there, I think our coach Maresa was very tactical on how to approach that game. I think he might have watched some clips PSG playing, so he knew where space will be.
He knew, because niliona James is a defender, right back. But how comes alikuwa anachezeshwa mpaka, so ni kitu wenye alikuwa ameona PSG kuna mistake hapa.
Coach was being tactical, and that is how all coaches always be. They like being tactical. So whatever happened there was tactical. So Palma, coach knew where Palma will find space. He knew where Pedro will find space, and
But congratulations to Chelsea fans. So guys, today we have an amazing topic tunataka kuongelea, and our topic of today is women soccer evolving or stagnant. First of all, kuna wale wangependa kujua women soccer evolving or stagnant ni nini?
I think it's kind of question you're trying to ask. If the women soccer is evolving, are we experiencing changes, or we are remaining where we started? As a ladies coach, as a women coach, I would say that our football is evolving. The ladies soccer football is evolving too much, and we are the federation, and even the our federation, our Kenyan federation, is working and much on it. If you check the leagues, they have we have so many leagues for the women. We have the regional, we have the county leagues, those from down, and then we have the regional leagues. We have the Div 1, Div 2, Div 1. I don't know. There is one there that has been removed. So we have the divs. We also have the National Super League, and then we have the National the Premier League, which was you see, Police Bullets participated last time, and they had a better team than others. So our football is evolving.
Something evolving, yeah.
Because even if you check at the fields, when our national teams, the Starlets are playing, you see that the fan base is coming, and you know, to for you to be sure that our ladies soccer is growing,
Yeah.
Utaona mafans wameanza kukuja grao, unaelewa?
Yeah,
Yeah, and that has been happening.
Yeah.
Mimi nimekuwa nikiwatch hata game ya Harambee Starlets, last time I watched it in Ulinzi Complex against Tunisia. Though what we saw there we were not expecting. Coach did some mistakes. As fans, sisi tuliona alifanya some mistakes, benching our key players, and you know, so we think we are on the right track, because it's for the first time you saw our women, our under 17, our under 20, they participated well. Under 17 going to the World Cup, you see, scoring goals, challenging teams like England. It was kind of a bigger platform for our girls. But what has surprised me until now is that being that we played in a World Cup tournament, and the under 17, those kids that participated there, we have not seen any of them being called to sign contracts, to join academies from outside, despite being that it was a national platform. So I think our federation is not also doing well in marketing that kind of those kind of talents.
And also, women's soccer has long been a space of empowerment, skills, and defiance. But behind the roaming crowd and historic victories lies a complex reality, one where LGBTQ identifies thrive, yet stigma persists. And where some coaches exploiting their power into taking advantage of this athletics. What can you say about that?
First, let me talk about the coaches taking advantage of players. It's happening so many times. We've had cases.
I can remember also in recent days there were some politicians were supporting the LGBTQ, if you can remember, but some walikuwa wanakataa.
That's why I was telling you, I would like to start addressing, as a matter of fact, how coaches are taking advantage of the players before I get to the LGBTQ thing. It has been, I don't know even how to put it, but it's kind of an embarrassing thing to find that these kids, they believe in you, they see you as a father, as a mentor, and then to some extent, you see them beautiful. And you start seducing them, or maybe they seduce you. These players also do the seduction. It's not only the coaches who does it, you know. Sometimes these ladies also participate in these things to find favors from the team, or maybe other things from the coach. It's happening. And I think we are not doing that well, because even after these cases emerging, we don't hear them going anywhere. They just emerge, zina kwa media.
Kuna watu too, they see them like normal things, but they are not normal things.
What I will say is that we need to educate our girls. We need to create awareness. We need to tell them the precautions, and they need to know the law, how they can go through such discriminations when it happens, you see. And it's also a responsibility of a coach to make sure that
and also I think even a parent, because unajua mzazi anakuwa na mtoto pale nyumbani, na ni kitu mzazi anajua, it's happening in our society.
Let me tell you something. You see these kids, I would like to talk about mine, because watoto kama ambao wale wangu ambao wako kwa academy yangu, some of their parents, mimi ndio nakuwa na watoto most of the time.
Sasa wewe ndio kama mzazi.
Mimi ndio kama mzazi, because you find that every time our toi wanafunga shule, mimi nakuanga nao.
Yeah.
Na most of the girls in our team wako kwa nini? Wako kwa scholarship za boarding schools. So you can imagine, wako kwa shule, wakitoka kwa shule wanapofunga wako kwa academy, wako kwa camps, wanacheza tournament. So unaona like they find some little time with the parents, maybe usiku. So that is why you see hata wazazi wametupea hiyo mandate, because they know the kind of the kind of nini tuna hold as a coach for these children. Ladies, so wale ambao wanatoka kwa academy, I think they spend most time with the coaches. But unajua kuna age mtoto akifika ama player akifika, because so long as we want to address ladies, you know, tuko na minors, tuko na seniors. There are some people watakwambia I'm grown enough to do my things. You understand? Yeah. So that's why I was telling you that some of these ladies, they even seduce these coaches, you know. So it's a responsibility of a coach, because for you to concentrate and focus, you don't need to undermine yourself. Because if you undermine yourself having an affair with them, they will mock you. These players talk. Yeah, they will find way to get you out of the job. They will find way to manipulate you. So your performance
and also lack of respect pia itapungua.
Yeah, your performance will be low. So that's what I can say about that. When we go to the other sector about the lesbianism thing, most cases it doesn't happen in men, but it is there. But zile makesi ambazo tumesikia mara mingi zinafanyika kwa wanawake, it is something very disappointing for me, because these talents, we are given them by God.
True.
And some of the people who have these talents, they doesn't know how to appreciate them. Mimi naweza kuwa na talanta, but wewe hauna talanta, lakini unatamani. So that gratitude, that opportunity of having this talent, most of our girls doesn't know how to appreciate it. When you have a talent, like let's talk of football, I think it should be bringing you close to God.
True.
That talent, you should be working towards. God gives you something that enables you to sustain your life. You understand?
Yeah.
And maybe to, you know, people preaching is not just about going to church, taking the mic and taking the Bible, and then you're preaching the gospel. No. There are so many things. You can be a teacher. You can be a there's so many sectors in the word of God. You understand? So at some point I always feel like these girls, because if you ask them, have they tried to engage with some? But even if you ask them, why are you doing this? They doesn't have any reason. They'll tell you, I was hurt, men are dogs. You see, but the kind, you know, for you to leave that your hood, and then start evolving in these things, then you find some of the parents, they kick their children away from, because it's something that is not right.
But I think also the cause of that lesbianism can be maybe mtu amekuwa na boyfriend, the boyfriend amekuwa akicheat, so anaona the only way naweza ni kwetu, yani acha tu nikuelele.
I think that is an excuse that should not be there. Because how many times have we been hurt and we are no gays? How many times have you been hurt but you still stay online? So this is kind of something that is being controlled somewhere. It is a spiritual thing that is being controlled somewhere, and it has affected our players. So many of them, because unapatanga sometimes nyinyi mko kwa camp, hawa wasichana wanasagana, wewe umewaacha kwa camp wanasagana, kufika kesho unaenda kwa ground umepanga kikosi yako, performance zero. Fans wanauliza walilala wapi? Inawa hudu kwa utasikia no nindo kure. So but she was in the camp. You didn't know these things. She hakutoka, but kufika kesho hakuna performance. Unaona? So it's something mimi kama mimi huwa inanikera. I will not like to maybe judge, because Even the Bible haikubali hii.
Haikubali. Do not judge.
So my point is that for me, in my belief, I believe that is not right, and I think we should teach the girls. We should hata kama ma CBOs, hata kama ma NGOs.
Yeah.
But the problem comes that these people that can be creating an awareness to these girls, hawa ndio wanasponsiwa na yes, yeah. You see, so you find it's not kind of an easy fight.
Yeah.
But we always say that najua vitu kama hizi, if you go well by the history, these things were not in the black,
they were not in Africa.
Yeah. So ni kitu ambayo we are adopting,
we acquired from,
unajua hapa.
Yeah.
Some days ago I had a pastor saying that asking wale members of the church that ukijiangalia vile umekaa hapo ni nini yenye uko nayo yenye unadhani ni yako, because you find that saa zingine tunavaa nguo because uliona mtu amevaa hiyo nguo.
Yeah.
Unaenda kunyoa this style because you saw somebody amenyoa hii style. You
see someone wants to look like Cristiano Ronaldo or Messi,
and then unapata you doesn't know why he is doing that.
Yeah.
So you find yourself maybe, and this is how altars are being built in these
so you might find yourself in altar and you don't.
Yes. Mimi kwa lesbianity, I always believe it's just kind of something like an altar.
An altar, yeah.
Because you find that some of these girls, they say that they got initiated in these things while they are in high school. You understand? So yeah. It is something that it's like you know, when you put a pen in your hand, then you put a mark, and then you start kwenda around na hiyo pen hivi, the mark grows. You understand?
Grows, yeah.
So when these girls are initiated to this kind of a program, or I don't know what to call it,
let us call it an altar.
An altar. Yeah. It grows.
Yeah.
So by the time mtoto anafika pale juu, unapata he's much into it that
haezi acha.
Kuiacha ni ngumu, si ati haezi acha. Nobody, kila mtu anaweza acha kitu ambacho anafanya. It's upon you to make a decision that I told you last time when we were here, I wasn't mimi si mtu niligrow like I was an angel.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't. I was raised in the streets, and I had some kind of hell of a life that ilifanya nikaenda up mpaka Kodiaga prison.
Yeah.
I stayed there, and I will kwa remand. You understand?
Yeah.
But when I came out, I said no, enough is enough. I need to get my life back. What can I do? So that's how I came and went to class. Nikafanya hizo mambo na coaching. I started to train these girls, and now it made me focus, because when you are training a girl child, my bro, you need to be a father. It takes a lot to be a ladies coach, because
also there are more challenges that
so many of them. You need to be, you need to be in their shoe. There's so when you are coaching ladies team, you need to be like them. Don't go there when you are here and you think that they are here. For you to understand them, you have to be in the same level with them. Even if you are in a higher level, but when you go there, cut your level, be like you are part of them. They will feel much safe. You will find that whenever they're under pressure or some things, they will come and tell you rather than telling their parents. You see? So mimi hata hapo kwa timu yangu kuna watoto wanakujanga wananiambia some things that I don't believe. Some things that they doesn't share, but it eats them from inside. You see? So it's not just about coaching them. It's about mentorship.
But how do you think, but because unapata mtoto inakuwa very hard kuambia mzazi such kind of thing yenye ako nayo ndani, anaogopa mzazi nikimwambia ataichukuliaje, so anadhani mzazi yani anaogopa mzazi in short, but akikana coach anakuja anamwambia.
Parents are parents. Wewe ukienda kwa mzazi, sometimes I always say that our parents have failed.
True.
Because most of us are being raised by people outside rather than our parents. You understand that?
I understand.
At some point, I always believe that some of the parents have failed so big. and it's something that we need to talk about. It's something that needs to be addressed.
Yeah, true.
Because I remember growing up, I grew when I had my grandmother.
Yeah.
My mom was alive. He wasn't there, but I had my grandmother. You know, and most of the people that could engage in our lives were people from outside. You see, where I'm working right now, I was supported with somebody I never knew, people I never knew, but my people are there, relatives are there. So you see, the kind of life that we are growing in right now is kind of left for the people outside than the people who should be doing it.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So wakienda kwa wazazi, sometimes wanapata ile mzazi anataka kukuwa mzazi. But this girl or this boy needs an understanding person.
Yeah.
Somebody who he feels that if I tell him this thing is safe and nitapata solution.
True.
That is why I told you that when we go to them, we make sure that we're in the same rate. So anakuona kama yeye. So the moment he sees you like her, ataona atakupea, he will tell you some things that you never believed.
Yeah.
I had a case. There was a case in another team,
a
neighboring team in my home. The girl got pregnant na alikuwa anatoka naenda zoezi na anaenda kwa boyfriend, you see. Lakini wakati wazazi walimweka na viboko kwa chief nini, she never spoke. Alikuwa anataka kujua baba mtoto ni nani. She never spoke. But when we talked to her, mimi na assistant wangu tulienda tukamuongelesha. The girl opened up. Because the kind of the approach that we went with there made her understand and the importance of knowing how anaweza pata nini, kupata usaidizi. Na baadaye tukapata kuongea na mzazi, tukamwambia ni hivi na hivi, if you need to get this girl, go this way, don't go this way. Ule mtoto alikuwa amefika mpaka time sasa anapanga kutoroka wapi? Kutoroka home.
So in short, mtoto tuende na ile level yake. Akiwa hapa tukue hapo.
Yes.
Akiwa juu tukue hapo. Kuwa hapo.
So that she understands you.
Yeah, and also kuna this question that I want to ask. Why do you think is it often harder for these athletes to report such kind of an abuse?
Awareness. It's not they doesn't know how to go through about it.
Yeah.
So it's just creating an awareness. You know, when you tell somebody that you need to go circumcision, or maybe you need to get yourself protected from TBs, but you doesn't tell him how he's going to do that. You see, it's no kind of making sense to them. But when you want to control it, you go deep. Explain the effect, the positive and the negative effects, so that he gets it right. You understand?
True.
So this is something that the federation should be doing. They should be making some groups that visit these teams, visit these academies to educate and elaborate to these girls how they should go through about it. In case maybe if there is a number somewhere you need to call, you know, when you are going through kind of things, so that you can get help. You understand? Some of these girls, hata hao wakubwa wenye wanasema we can do what we can do because we are old enough, wana end up wana destroy career yao.
These people, hao wakubwa, they are the ones who are supporting it. So they should create awareness. Support.
That's why I'm telling you, you know, kuna kitu hapa inaitwa pesa, bro. It's so long as we are talking about wakubwa kusupport, we should also understand these people, the kind of, I don't know, let me say it's political way.
Yeah.
How watu wanaendanga hapo wakishafika pale wanasahau na raia. So they just pass bills. You understand?
Yeah.
And our churches have also failed big because they dine with these people. They support them.
Yeah.
And these bills are killing the immoral activities.
Yeah.
So,
and also, why is it really this kind of thing is being rarely talked about in mainstream media or even within sport federations?
You know, when you put when you make I don't know how to put it, ukisema ya kwamba mtu amefanya kitu
yeah,
na huna evidence ya kutosha, hata ukikuja ukapiga kelele kwa social media, the medias will not take you serious. You understand? So those people, they only go for things that are verified. So ukikuja useme mimi coach wangu ananidhulumu na au hauna chochote cha kuonyeshana, ama hakuna mtu ambaye amechukua nafasi yake ya kwenda kuhakikisha ya kwamba unadhulumiwa, hakuna vile media itakuja kufanya kukusaidia. You understand? But when you have some concrete evidence and you have some people that are backing you, some people that have noticed that happening, you see it's kind of easy to solve.
So media ikingililia, then ukue bora tu ukue tu ready to report the matter, because if you don't
it starts by creating an awareness. We start there. So when you are going through it, you know what to do. After reporting, you know legal action, you know what to do. They will advise you. That is why I'm telling you, the federations will come up with a system, you understand, where they can be making ule mtu ambaye amedhulumiwa anapiga ripoti, kisha piga ripoti, alafu federation inatumia watu wao, wanaingilia kati, wanafanya investigation. Wanapopata coach anafanya kitu kama hicho, na ni coach ambaye amekuwa registered kwa FKF, like me now, and then anahitajika kuchukuliwa license yake ya kuwa coach. You understand?
True.
So when the federation can come up with such kind of an idea, na wakue serious, hakuna mtu ukipatikana na makosa, let your license be terminated. It will be very easy for them to handle such cases, because mtu sasa takuwa na ile hofu. You see, we have good laws in Kenya. Our constitution is very good.
True.
Very good.
True.
That governs the Sport Act, that governs the human maybe all the constitution is good, but what we are lacking is the action. We talk a lot of PR, but we are not
taking
making
actions,
changes. We are not taking actions. So that is what has been killing our law.
And also, as a coach, are there any active safeguard policies in your team to protect female athletes?
Our girls, we teach them, we educate them. Sometimes last time I told you that kuna hizi my NGOs in my area home, there is one called Globcom. We talk with the Globcom, is an NGO. Tunaongeanga na wao sometimes when the kids are home. Tunawaambia bring some pads for us. Wakikuja hapo wanafunza hawa watoto such things, and then we have sports wale ambao wanafunza mambo ya kuhusu talanta, wanariadha hawa. So pia wao tunawa invite wakati tuko na shughuli kama hizo, so wanapata hizo mafunzo. Unaelewa? So wale because sisi tuna deal academy, wanatoka pale chini wakijua. Unaelewa? And I think the schools, they need to come up with something, because kwa academy tunawalea vizuri. Wakati wanatoka kwa academy, wanaenda kwa shule, wanarudi na hizi matabia. Na wakirudi nazo, unajua kama hujagundua, wata influence hawa wengine ambao hawajakuwa wakijua hizi mambo. So I think the school also should be doing something on it. Yes.
And you can see some of such kind of behaviors of lesbianism was natokana na hizi boarding schools, because you find kuna boarding school ya wasichana na kuna ya wavulana. So in a boarding school of girls, ndo unapata they don't meet with boys, so unapata hiyo kitu hiyo tabia inakuwa kwao. So what should we do? Should we cancel that? Should we cancel mambo na boarding school na kwa separate?
Your point, I don't know how to answer that, because if you are saying that these kids being in the boarding school, they are missing what men. These are kids. These are kids. They are not supposed to be exposed to kind of things. You understand?
Because most of cases zinakuanga kwa hizo mashule.
I'm telling you that they should not be. As long as we know that it's happening, But that is why I told you the school should get involved in these things. You understand?
Yeah, true.
Because once we create an awareness, you cannot be telling me that a 13 or 14-year-old is missing a 15-year-old. These are children. What do they know? You understand?
Yeah,
so that should not be an excuse. They go to school to learn. Let them learn. They should not be exposed into such kind of behaviors.
Yeah, true.
Yes.
And also, do you believe the government, in terms of sports institution, are doing enough to address sexual harassment and abuse?
How we have failed on that sector, they have really failed. But we hope that new regime, the new regime starting from the CS, I will say that there are some coaches or there are some people with ideas from the ground, but they don't have platforms to share these ideas. You understand?
Yeah.
And I think last time I will call my friend here who has been coaching for some time, so that you can get that kind of experience from him. She's a lady. She has coached the national team under 20. Right now she's in Macolandas. So I will try and talk to her so that Kikuja, there are some things I can also learn from her. She's much senior than me. Yeah. So but for me hatujatilia manani sana kukua educative kwa hao watoto. So that area we need to pull up our socks.
Yeah, so the government should put more effort.
Yeah,
true. And also, what will you tell young girls who are entering football and might not understand these risks?
Football is a beautiful game for our girls. I would like our girls to play. I would like our girls to join these academies. I would like our girls to stop mambo ya masherehe mingi nini and embrace on their talents. Sports is a multi-billion company that when invested well, you can end up somewhere. So to our girls that are aspiring to play soccer, to play tennis, to play volleyball, to play netball, you need to begin. You don't need just to speak about it and then let it go. Start, find a coach, find somebody who can guide you, get yourself into this game. Sport is also good for your health. So I will encourage them to join sports. Don't just sit and watch movies and eat chips and no. You have to get some. Let me tell you something. Sahi mimi nikienda kazi na wewe kwa kampuni kama KCB. They have a team, right? And even kama sio KCB, let me talk of the Kenya Navy, the Kenya Police. You see, these are sectors that are in the government. You understand? Some of them are private, some of them are in the government. Sasa nikienda kutafuta na wewe kazi, in my CVs I will attach my sports document, and because I know they are investing in soccer, I might be employed with your diploma and then, or maybe your degree, uko na degree, mimi niko na diploma. But when you look at my CV, the kind of the other things that I can help with in working in the company might favor me to get the job. You understand? So if you have a talent outside there, add it to your CV. Because hata kama wewe ni mwalimu, sahi mimi kama ni mwalimu nikienda kuajiriwa na mwalimu ambaye ako na papers kama zangu, lakini mimi nimefanya sports, the school will need my services helping these kids. So lazima nitapewa kazi. You understand? So you need to get your CVs right. You need to get your sports. If you are doing sports, attach them in your documents, gain experience. So I will encourage them to join. Yes.
True. And also, any qualities needed for a coach in order to run his or her team?
Qualities? It's just passion. There is no quality for you to be a coach. You can be a coach if you decide to. You have interest in football. So when you want to be a coach, you go to class. But for me, I always say coaching is also not about class. Because you can go to class, have those papers, but when you come to the practical end, you are going to have. So you need to find somebody, grow. Because when I started, I was under somebody. I grew there. And then I went to class. Then I started engaging myself with different coaches, learning, getting things right. And I believe I'm very good in what I do. That is what I do.
Because I
So,
can remember uliniambia kuna some coaches wenye walikushikilia for you to be able kufika into that level yenye uko.
yeah. And I still want to, I don't want to fail them, because I want to go steps. So last interview, some of the coaches were telling me, Elvis, you're doing a good job. You are creating an awareness. Whatever you're doing is kind of good. You see. So we need all the stakeholders. You are now a stakeholder of football because you've given me a platform where I can express myself, where I can say what I do. You never know who is gonna watch it, who is gonna take interest in it. You understand?
Yeah, true. And also, what changes have you seen in terms of acceptance and inclusion in women's soccer coaching over your career?
I didn't get you right.
What changes have you seen in terms of acceptance and inclusion in women's soccer coaching over your career?
Oh, I saw so many things.
Yeah.
I'm working because I loved soccer. So soccer got me a job. I told you last time that whoever placed me where I am was just a stranger.
True.
We met in the street. He started supporting the team, and you see, so that changed my life. And the other thing that soccer made me know who I was. It made me realize myself. It made me see my future being bright.
Yeah.
It made me stop doing all those kind of the things that I was doing in the community. The mambo na vita nini wizi, you understand?
Yeah.
So imeni impact sana, iko na impact sana kwa life yangu, and I will also like somebody who is going through what I was going through to look at kind of a story that I have to tell, na pia apate kufanya nini, apate kubadilika, apate kuingia kwa sport. You see, you can either be in sport as a fan, as a coach, as a referee, as a player, as a donor, as a sponsor. Kuna team managers, kuna goalkeeper trainers. There are so many dockets in soccer. As a mentor, yes. You can just say, mimi sasa nataka kukua na make sure every weekend I go visit an academy, I talk to them, talk to them, I encourage them, kama niko na kitu na wawachia. So that's what you do. You will find people along the way that are also willing to do that, but they doesn't know how to start it. You see, mimi, there are some people, friends I had, I never even knew that these people were interested in football. But when I started doing it, they were much into it more than even how I was. So I always remember, I have a mwalimu anafunza sia institute anaitwa mwalimu wa Mumia. A very great friend of mine. That man supports the team, he loves the team, and ukimwona hata huwezi jua. So you will meet people along the way that are going to help you, support you. If you want to be a mentor or if you want to be a goalkeeper trainer.
Hope mmesikia. And also kwa wale wasichana wenye still wanaji-involve na lesbianism thing cause is an altar, unaweza waambia nini in terms of advising them?
No, they just need to go the biblical way and let your talent bring you close to God. Because you live because He's given you the chance to live. There's so many people who could not see this day today, but we are breathing, right? And that air you are breathing you are not paid nothing for it. So I think we just they need to get educated, right? And be told the right things to do, and then waepukane na hizo matabia kabisa, yanakera sana.
It's a satanic thing.
For me, I say so.
True. Hope mmesikia, mmelearn. And also tutamleta tena, tutamuinvite tena. Hope mmeenjoy. Ni hayo tu kwa sasa. Manake Waswahili wanasema kinacho na mwanzo hakikosi mwisho.